What's up? It's your boy, man, Ab Legend, aka PHENOM, man. We got Blood, Sweat Hardwork podcast right now, man. And we got. I just want to let you know we got the secondary podcast that we working on called the Hustler's Handbook. Make sure y'all tap into that because this is an extension of entrepreneurship. If you can sell grapes, if you can sell tires, if you can become a babysitter, if whatever it is, you's a hustler, man. You's an entrepreneur, man. So don't get your mind caught up on the stigma of being a hustler, man. A hustler is a true hustler. You know what that is. And game recognized game. That's what we do on Blood, Sweat, Heartbreak podcast. It's your boy, man. Hey, listen. Special guest in the building right now, man. You know it's crazy, right? I go to a lot of gyms. And I've been going to a lot of gyms for a while, man. And I just be all over the spot. Like I always got to put Ohio on the map, man, because I don't think we get enough recognition out here for all the talent we got here. So I be all over the gyms out here, man. And I finally got my podcast popping, and I'm like, I'm looking around the gym, and I'm like, who I know who really be in here putting in this work, this blood, sweat, hard work for real. And I see my man's over there. I'm like, man, hold up. He be crushing it on the truck game, man. Like, he be pulling up real nasty, filthy, and the big boys in a mirror. Y'all see it. Y'all see it when we drop the video. I ain't going to let y'all get the surprise just yet. But my man's be doing what he do. But the thing was, I'm like, yo, man, he crushing it in the gym. He here consistently years. And then he know what he doing because he ain't just pulling up in these nice old whips for nothing, man. So I said, you know what, man, I'm going to holler at him and I'm going to see, man, game recognize game, man. And I was like, yo, can I please get a interview with you on my podcast? And, you know, king to king, man, he said, yeah, iron sharpens iron. So we got my mans right now. Go ahead, why don't you introduce yourself? Because there's no better introduction than the one you give yourself.
It's Charles Fleming, in Akron, Ohio. Driving trucks for HOC Transport, fuel hauler. 48 years of age. I had my trials and errors in life, so, you know, success, you win. Just stay positive.
Yes, sir.
Stay positive.
So you say before we started we know, because before I start my interviews, I always like to just chop it up with people, man. My man Charles said, yo, man, I'm from Florida. And I said, dang, I didn't even know that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So what was that like coming from, what's it like in Florida?
Well, I mean, you know, everybody just doing whatever, you know. I mean, you got success everywhere, you got failure everywhere.
Right.
You know, just living, man. And like I said, a lot of people say, well, I come back up here because, you know, I live California and Florida,
okay.
You know, so it's just like, you know, when you find yourself, it don't matter where you at.
True.
You know, it's just the mindset because you can be in Florida, you can mess up,
True.
You can be up here, you can be successful.
Right.
So,
right.
You know, I mean, this is fun. It's fun, but, you know, a lot of distraction. Like I said, you got to find what makes you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there can be so much distraction to where you can't focus on where you want to be.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And you so caught up in the element and excitement and women and cars and it, you know, yes. and it throws you off because mentally you just not where you want to be. You know, sometimes you got to take sit back and
yes, sir.
You know, you gotta
think.
You know, that's why I say when I'm driving that truck, man, I'm steady just driving and I'm concentrating, thinking on what's in my life, what's for me, what's not for me. You know, making a decision. And a lot of people don't have that time to think because they moving, they going to work, they got to feed the kids. They got to, they watching TV. You know, you never got that time to sit back and just focus. Like, man, what I want to be, what I want to do, where am I going in 5 years? And when you had that time, it makes you smarter because you actually took that time to use the other side of your mind.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So it's living. Like I say, no matter where I'm at, I could be in Alaska.
Right.
I'm gonna make the best of it.
The truth.
The best. Every time I hear is, why you come back up here? Why you come back up here? It's like, well, because I'm successful here. Wherever you'll be successful,
Yes, sir.
You're fine. I don't have to be with the vast majority.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can be isolated over here. And sometimes that's better because now I can focus. Now I can do what I need to do. But, just as long as I keep my circle clean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, just like anything, I think every state is unique. By me driving trucks all 48 states, I met unique people everywhere.
Uh-huh.
Like some of the places you'll never think that even exist. And it's like, people doing what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? But everybody want to be in this place because that's popping. Atlanta, Florida, California. Yeah. But what you gonna do when you get there though?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what you got to think about. You can get there.
Right.
But what you gonna do when you get there, and is that gonna benefit you?
Right.
So sometimes you gotta put yourself. And it's so funny we touch on that because I think about when I was in school. You know, in school, you know, you sit here and you know, we kicking with your partners. Y'all in the same class.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, we kicking it, throwing no, you know, paper football.
Hey, yes,
we
sir.
ain't learning nothing. You know, you're not learning nothing.
Yeah.
You know, and you looking up at the nerdy little dude up in front. You know, and you know, he ain't paying no attention to y'all. You know, y'all laughing at him. But then as life move on, you know, you get older, you don't have them same friends no more. Now that person that you was laughing at, looking back at you, laughing at you, you know. And that's crazy how life is, man. You know, we don't know where we're supposed to be in life, you know. And that's why I tell people, you know, about the food chain. You know, you don't know where you fit on that food chain. You know, you laugh at people at McDonald's, you laugh at people at Walmart, but you don't know if that's where you're supposed to be or not. Because, you know, those people, those jobs are necessities, you know what I'm saying? So you this business owner, when you want to go get a bite to eat, where you gonna go? Yeah. You know, when you need to go to Walmart, who gonna wait on you? You know, so everybody has a place, but you got to know what place you're supposed to be in because, you know, success is not always about money. Yes. Success is just about lifestyle. So you can, you know, catch the bus and be with your girl and you happy, you got kids or whatever, y'all happy, y'all don't have the things other people have, cars, this and that, but y'all happy, you know, y'all bond, y'all understand each other. But this person got money, but see, their problems are bigger because now they got to worry about how to keep the same people around them with that money, you know, and they got to have enough money to distribute to everyone because nobody's gonna be happy with what you do. You know what I'm saying? They only gonna be happy with what you do for them. So if you die, nobody remember what you had. You know, you're forgotten soul. You know, but if you share the wealth, they be speaking about you when you go. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. You know, I always say, I want to be a memory versus a thought. You know, it's easy to think about people, but when you're a memory, you know, it goes on. You know what I'm saying? And that's the impression a lot of times I try to make the people, my sister, you know, family. You know, I try to let them understand that I don't roam a certain way because I've been there, I've done that. You know, now I want to come on the other side and see what's there, you know what I'm saying? And then when you get there, and then, you know, it's like you take a kid out the hood, you know, that's all you know. You know, you gonna product of your environment. That's all you gonna do. That's all you'll know. You don't know nothing about over here. But if you take those same group of kids, put them at this corporate table with these businessmen, and you know, now they get to see the corporate side. They get to learn about stocks and investments, and they're like, wow, I never knew about that. That might be enough to change their life. Maybe not all of them. Some of them run back to their hood, but you know, a few of them go stay over here. Like, you know what? I kind of want to stay here and see what it's like. I already know what it's like hanging with y'all. I want to go over here. You know, and I think that's what people are afraid of. They're afraid of that change, man. They're afraid of change because, you know, it's you don't want to be uncomfortable. People fear that being uncomfortable, you know. But like you said, we was talking out there, you know, that uncomfortable place is where you want to be. Come on now. You know, you want to be because you all too familiar with this over here. Sir. You want to get uncomfortable. Yes, sir. So it can make you fess up and do what you're supposed to do and make you stronger. You know, and that's just, you know, that's what how my life been, man. Like I said, lost my mom and dad. You know, my older brother, you know, grandparents, my cousin. Like, I lost so many people, man. And now one of them succeeded in life. Like, not in the bad way, just they didn't have that motivation, you know what I'm saying? Because each one teach one. You know, nobody in our family was really successful. You know, we didn't have no doctors, lawyers, no, you know, nobody was somebody you can look up to. So everybody just did what the other one did. You know, you want to smoke, we'll smoke. You want to drink, we'll drink. You know, it's just that entourage, you know. My mom never had a nice car, nice home, you know, good job. So she died stressed, you know what I'm saying? She died, and she died, she had an aneurysm, stress, drinking, smoking, you know. And she just didn't have a reason to be something better, you know. It wasn't nobody to push her, she couldn't learn from nobody. So it's like, when she died, I used that as my strength, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like people always use that excuse that, you know, my mom was a crackhead, my mom was this, that's why I'm like this. Well, that's an excuse because you're not a child anymore. You know, you make your own decisions, you know, and then that make you a better person when you come from nothing, you know what I'm saying? Because now you like I said, you know what that's like. That should push you to want better in life, you know? And that's one thing I always said. I always wanted to be successful. I always wanted to, I mean, even if I ain't even successful because I don't own a business. I'm just doing okay. You know what I'm saying? And with life, that's all you can hope for. You know, everybody want a miracle. You know, but what's a miracle? A miracle can only be obtained from a tragedy. Absolutely. You know, so you wake up every morning. You know, you're breathing, you healthy, you good, you can eat, you know, you blessed. But if you drive it down the street and your car flip over 5, 6, 7, 8 times and you survive it, that's your miracle. You know what I'm saying? That's your miracle. So people want too much. You know, you blessed with things, but you want, you judge your life on everybody else. You know, and I used to do that too. We was a kid, we looking around, I want that car. I want this. I want to be like him.
Absolutely.
You know, you got to stay in your lane. You can't live their life. Their life is their life. They made changes or whatever happened in their life got them to that point. You might not be designed to be like that. I got a homeboy in Florida now, man. You up there living. I see you on Facebook. You know, I see you up there living. I said, no, you living. I mean, this was before I even got a girl. You know, I was single, living on my own, going home, and I'm doing things that make me happy. You know, because sometimes we can act like we happy. Well, we got everything, but we're not happy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. You learn that it ain't always the money that make you happy, because that could be your biggest downfall a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And I told him, I said, you got the same things I have. You got a car. Well, actually, you got more than I have. You know, I got a car, you got a car. You know, I live by myself. You got a woman that accepts you for who you are. You don't have to have a great job. She accepts you for who you are. You blessed.
Right.
When I meet a woman, I got to worry about her, worrying about what I got or where I'm going to help them or, you know what I'm saying? So you in a better situation. You with your baby mama. You know, you living a good life.
Right.
Only thing changed is the income and the quality of things. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But you can't always look at that, because a lot of people got so much and they don't know what to do. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But you want things that you can manage. You know, you try to get too much, you all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You get discombobulated. But when you got things you focusing on, you can take those steps in life. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just like looking up a mountain, like, man, I can't climb that mountain. Right. You know, I ain't even try. You don't try. You know, but if you climb and get halfway, you might not make it. But if you get halfway, you look down like, damn, I came this far. Shit, I might as well keep going. You know, I might as well keep going. But if you never even attempt to go, you gonna give up, and that's what people do, man. I ain't gonna never get no good job. I got a felony. I ain't gonna never do this. I got that. Well, let me tell you something. I didn't graduate. You know what I'm saying? I didn't graduate. My mom didn't offer me nothing. She didn't leave nothing down for me to live off and start off of. Everything I got from me. I went through a bad marriage. She wiped me out from everything. You know, I had so many strikes against me, man, to where I had every reason to fail. You know what I'm saying? I have every reason to fail, man. And it's like, I use that to say, you know what, I'm stronger than that. I'm better than that, man. I'm not going to sit here and use that for an excuse. She did this to me. He took that from me. She ain't there for me. He ain't there for me. Well, that's what make you a man. Overcoming obstacles. You know what I'm saying? You got to overcome them obstacles, man. And that's the only way you can say you're a man. You can't say you're a man if everything was given to you.
Given to you.
And you got all this stuff. You ain't have a reason to fight or prove your manhood. And that's what life is about. Just like a boxer or a football player, you got to prove that you're a starter. Otherwise, you're a bench player. You know, and I came up in life, I'm not a bench player. You know, I knew that from the get-go. I knew I was a leader. That's why I started driving trucks, because when I worked these jobs, I'm like, damn, I can't. This motherfucker all in my face. He telling me to do this. He telling me to sweep it. You know, talking to me all like a kid. And I said, you know what? I'm not going for that. I'm gonna make my own decisions. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I'm built. You know, some people are followers, some people are leaders. You know what I'm saying? So many people want to be leaders, but you're really not a leader. So, you know, you gotta work your way to that point. You know, just like any job, you got to work your way to that position. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know if you're ready to lead. You might lead people to hell. You know what I'm saying? You know, you might lead people to hell because you're not that guy. Right. You know, I stressed that to my girl. I was like, look, we argue like most people, but I got to tell you, you know, you got a leader though. You know, you got a leader. You got a dude that's not trying to take care of you and sell your dream like most dudes. Right. I'm trying to get you to a position where you can take care of yourself. I'm trying to show you, you know, if we do this, we can have this. You know, even now we on a plan. You know, I take this much out a week. You know, she take this much out a week. You know, she's stacking. She tell me all the time, you know, first dude I'm ever with where we can stack some money. We can, you know, you talk about goals. You talk about this, and I said that's what life is about. You know, because if you don't, I mean, and it's so crazy because we always say, you know, people fail or I don't want the money. I'm just not. You know, people don't. Nobody was brought in this world to fail or to be broke or, you know, you got that way because you never had a plan not to be those things. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't have a plan not to fail, you gonna fail. You know, there's no way around it because you ain't focused on nothing. You gotta keep your focus, man. And it's just people don't understand that, man. And that's why I say just talking to people. When I meet girls or something, when I was meeting them, I always want to talk to them. They say, why we can't go out? Why you don't just take me out? I ain't a phone person. I want to just take me out. I'm like, nah. You gotta talk to me, mama. You gotta talk to me because we can go out. We gonna have fun because we confronted by each other. Right. You looking good. I'm looking good. We get together. I'm gonna touch on you. You gonna touch on. You know, it's a misconception, man. Like, it's not gonna be real. It's based off some unrealistic expectations because we confronted with each other, man, and we don't get a chance to get to know each other mentally, and that's the problem. People know each other. You know people physically before mentally, and it should be the other way around: mentally before physically.
Right.
You know?
Let me stop this, and we're gonna get into that